Listen, y'all. So, Grey's Anatomy, man. Grey's Anatomy. Season 17, episode 6. No time for despair. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit, bored a little bit. I've been a little bit bored with this. But this was actually a great episode, being as the fact that we got a lot of information. This is a very informative episode. We got a lot of information. And my biggest takeaways from this, well, there's a lot of different takeaways from this episode, but the biggest parts of this episode that I'm seeing that we're going to have continued storyline. Joe better not be leaving the show. Joe Wilson better not be leaving the show. I am not going to be a very happy camper if she leaves the show. That is going to be a downfall for me. What else? Teddy telling Owen that she named their kid after her lover, that she said that was her best friend. That didn't go well, She probably didn't think that was going to turn out that way, but it did. And then the, what was the other big part of it? Maggie's attention to the Black Lives Matter movement, the Black Power. Like, the complete Black Power that the writer is showing in these episodes is like, oh my gosh. Like, thank you for bringing awareness to this. And I know that Ellen Pompeo has something to do with this, being is that she is a mother of Black little girl. She has Black little girls. And you won't never know a Black woman struggle until you are one. Or a Black person's struggle, I should say, until you are one or you bared one. White women who have bared Black children know the struggle of raising a Black child. So, thank you, Ellen Pompeo, because I know she has something to do with this. She was protesting in the summer and everything. So, thank you, Ellen Pompeo, for what you do on a day-to-day basis. Thank you, Jesse Williams, for what you do on a day-to-day basis. But to the point. So Bailey is grieving her mother. The kidnapper. My whole thing with this was, I instantly made that connection that the kidnapper knows the kidnapper who kidnapped Sydney. Was that the girl's name? That was her kidnapped name, was Sydney or something. So this is all a big sex trafficking thing. And this is gonna be I like this storyline. I like where it's going with this. But my thing is, I'm getting kind of a like a vibe, like maybe they'll veer off into like a third show with maybe like a police show, kind of like they do on One Chicago. That would be nice if they did like a police part. Like if a police played more of a part in the show like it did the first season of Station 19. I think that would be dope because we got to see all sides of it. So yeah, I hope that we can kind of get to see that more of that a little bit too. But I think maybe ABC has too many cop shows. They got The Rookie. I'm pretty sure they got more than that too. But that would be nice to see. I mean, cause we don't have Scandal anymore. We don't have How to Get Away with Murder anymore. So it's like, what could replace that? That like suspense and that side of the Shonda Rhimes story that we had. Well, Shonda Rhimes is off the Netflix land. So maybe I'll go visit Shonda Rhimes Netflix land and see what else she comes up with. But yeah, anyways, I kind of feel like that's something that could possibly happen in the future. But hey, let's see. What else? Weber. He hands Teddy her butt. And rightfully so. He's able to do that. He's been the one that had an affair with a woman on his wife. So he's able to tell her that in a way that she knows it's not out of It's not coming from a place of, oh, you did this to Owen. It's coming from a place of, I've been where you are. It's coming from a place of genuine, because he's been in her situation. So that was good. That was a good part. I really liked that. I got real nervous after Meredith and Tommy Karastik was talking, and they was all kikiing and laughing, and it just brings off a softer side of everybody, because it is COVID. And I got so nervous when I heard that code, because I thought, no, Tommy ain't gonna die. Tommy has got to find love before he leave Grey's Anatomy, whether he die off the show or leave the show. I want Tommy to find love. I like Tom Karastik. I like him because I feel like there's an in-depth storyline that we need to see with him. We have not got to see him wholeheartedly. We see his arrogance. We see his, we know he's an arrogant person. We see his shell because, he's been heartbroken. He lost a child. But, I want to see the softer side of him. And even though he did love Teddy and we kind of saw that, it just was like, I want him to be with somebody for real. So, yeah, I want to see that. Luca. This is the biggest, almost the biggest part of this whole entire thing to me is the Luca getting in the car to go after the woman that he saw with his sister. This, I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see this. This is, big, right? That's something that I don't know how they're going to continue that. Hopefully they continue with them in the car on their way to go to following this woman. That would be the dopest thing ever. But anyways, the end of this episode, Meredith Grey. First of all, the show's called Grey's Anatomy. There's no way they're going to kill her off the show. It's called Grey's Anatomy. If they kill her off the show and it's called Grey's Anatomy, then there's no show because it's Grey's Anatomy. Unless they make the show in the future with her kids working in the hospital, then they can say Grey's Anatomy. So they're not killing Meredith Grey off the show. So this whole storyline to me is just a little bit tiring because they're not killing her off the show. It's her freaking show. If she leaves the show is over. And they're not going to just kill her off the show 6 episodes into the season. She's going to come off that daggone ventilator. So this whole storyline to me is just really irritating because we know she ain't going nowhere. So it's just kind of they're just trying to show what? Hey, even the best people get COVID. Okay, cool. But I'm over this storyline. I do like seeing the people, the come back from the dead and all that kind of stuff. I like seeing that. But, if they don't have Lexi on there next time, I don't really care who else comes on. All I want to see is Lexi, and maybe Lexi's boyfriend, Mark. That's it. I'm sick of this storyline. Actually, I'm sick of this whole COVID storyline. I get it and everything. I get it. We're living in it, but we're living in it, and I don't want to see it anymore because I live it every day. I have to go home. I have to go out and wear a mask every day. So can we get something that's just, not our reality right now? That would be great. All the other shows had their little COVID episodes and they're done with it. But Grey's Anatomy is really carrying this out, and it's starting to get really annoying. But I'm still going to continue to watch because it's Grey's Anatomy. This will be a story to tell down the line. So, yeah, anyway. That's pretty much it. There's Maggie talked about how, when she was talking to Shepard, Amelia, and she was like, yo, yeah, man, it's terrible to keep trafficking all these women. And Maggie snapped. She's like, man, I'm sick of this because nobody is saying that, they are taking black women. Black people are dying from COVID more than white people. And the whole thing where she said, if white people were dying as much as black people from COVID, then nobody would have to worry about anybody being sick or anybody not wearing a mask because it would be the law. So this just goes to show that if it was a black person or white person dying at alarming rates from COVID, something would have been done by now. But because it's black people, they don't care. Because as long as they got their athletes, as long as they got the entertainment, people, they'll take care of them. But, the rest of us, to hell with, right? So, I like that whole thing. And I love the way, like I already said at the beginning, I love the black power in this whole entire episode. And the whole crossover period, because they talk about it on Station 19 too. So, I love the whole black power movement. It's great. Anyways, I will see you guys on March 4th. That is so long to wait on the episode. I'm so not looking forward to waiting until March 4th for another episode. It's so annoying. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys probably sometime next week.